Hello. Today I want to talk about the movie Sinners. Very widely regarded as a fantastic movie. I don't think it is. I think it's actually very mediocre, and if anything, it's not good. And I'm going to explain why. I'm going to go over to the positives first, though, of Sinners. Sinners, the music is great, the acting is great, everything about it is good, and I do not dislike it because I'm racist. It's because the story itself is bad. It is bad. Like, it actually irritates me how bad the story is and how much potential it had. In Sinners, the movie is all about music, right? The connection of music to evil. I thought the music was great. That connection, I think they could have conveyed a little better of how the music actually connects to the evil, because they didn't really do that. They kind of just said it, and that's one thing I really did not like. It actually makes me so mad. They had so much potential about how to show that, and they just didn't. And the positives, the acting is good. I liked the beginning of it. The beginning was good. Michael B. Jordan did a fantastic job. But like, you can't just say, "Oh, vampires are here now." They never explained it. Why? Why is that connected to the music? What about the music? Why not, like, in that scene when he's in the car and he's like, first part plays, like right when the pick hits the strings, it shows the vampire, open his eyes or something. They didn't correlate it. Like, there was no correlation to him being a good singer to the evil. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was just no connection, and I felt like that's what they were trying to say the whole movie, but there was no connection at all. He just showed up, and I think it would have been cool if it did that. I think that was one of the big misses of the whole movie, is it never really felt like the vampires were there for the music. The vampires just kind of show up. That's just me, though. Maybe I misunderstood it. Another thing I do not like is the ending. Ending was bad. It was bad. It was a horrible, horrible ending. The characters are idiots. Idiots. Like, it actually makes me so mad. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, it's so frustrating. And you had such a star-studded cast and such a good idea. I will say that the vampire singing scene had me going. That was a cool scene. But like, whenever they realize that it's vampires, the lady who apparently knows what vampires are, she sucks, because she just doesn't. There's no plan. Like, I think that was my thing, right? If you're in that situation and you know how to beat them, there was no plan at all, and I think that was a big miss. Have your character who knows everything explain everything. She kind of just said, "Let's make some wooden stakes," and that was their entire plan, and then just not let them in. I think that was lazy writing, just so they could make them, "Oh, they're in now. We have no idea what to do." I think that was stupid. That's not what you're doing in that situation. And then when she yells to "come on in," I don't think that counts as an invitation, but I'm not up on the vampire lore. But like, they were so stupid. They all just, like, she just yelled "come on in." That's how they got in. Like, really? Come on. Come on. I don't care if it was her daughter there. I don't care. That was dumb writing. Dumb, lazy writing to get them in there. And then we go on, here come the vampires. The vampires come in, and they're fighting the vampires, and that scene made me so mad because there's spoilers, obviously. The one lady who's Michael B. Jordan's, like, girlfriend, dies, but then they have this super slow moment. None of them attack him. Well, they're just gonna stand there and watch. That was dumb to me. Like, what? They just get to sit here and stare at each other on the floor and have this dramatic death while everybody's dying? What? And then they all, like, this dude sacrifices himself afterwards. Dumbest sacrifice I've ever seen, by the way. It showed all the vampires in the building, and then it just cut, and they were all out of the building, and they were all walking in. Like, his sacrifice was stupid. He had enough time to go. I hated that. That sacrifice should not have done anything. Like, it was dumb. Like, the sacrifice would not stop all of the vampires. It would stop like 2 of them, and then the rest would keep going. But nope, not in this film. They're all stopping. And then a cool part was when Michael B. Jordan fought himself. I did like that. And one of my least favorite. Oh man, this part makes me so mad. The ending, right? They do the fight with Michael B. Jordan. They go out into the water, right? And the one dude who's really good at music, I'm blanking on his name, is going against the vampire, the main vampire guy, and he's trying to get him. He just sits there almost killing him for like 5 minutes straight. It's so dumb. He just stands there about to kill him, oh, and then right before he kills him, oh, something happens. And then when Michael B. Jordan's character comes up and stabs him from behind, that was the stupidest. What? Like, seriously? What? The water didn't even ripple at all? No ripple. He just glided through the water, nothing. Not a single wave. None of the other vampires noticed either. There's like 100 of them watching. Nobody saw Michael B. Jordan just walk through water to stab him. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then the sun came up right then. Really? That seems quite convenient timing, doesn't it? Like, it's just stupid. That whole scene was dumb, and people are praising this movie like it's the greatest thing on the earth. It's horrible. It is a I'm changing it from okay. It's a bad movie. It's so lazily written, and the beginning is so slow. It's a slow-moving movie, and the ending just the ending felt so rushed. It felt like they slowly moved, and then they felt like they had to finish it, so they just rushed it. It was horrible. I did like the part where Michael B. Jordan killed all like the clan members. That was cool. That was a cool scene. I did like that. But I feel like the people who like this movie, I don't understand because I cannot follow the story. The story does not make sense. I'm not racist. The story just literally does not make sense. Everybody in it is stupid, and it's not even near the best vampire movie. Not even near. Watch, was it 20 Days a Night, 30 Days a Night, something like that. Watch that movie. That's a fantastic vampire movie. That shows how vampires work. But this was just not it. Not it. I recommend watching it just so you can see what I mean with all this. It's not a good movie. I give it like 2 out of 10 stars. Or maybe a 2 out of 10. Maybe 3. The beginning, I'd give like a 9 out of 10. It really did build the beginning. But the ending was just so bad. I don't know how people like that ending. It was so lazy. I don't know. I'm going to get off here. I'm sure everybody's going to be like, you're so stupid. This movie was the greatest movie of our generation and the greatest movie of the year. It was bad. I don't care what anybody says. One of the worst movies of the entire year. Bye-bye.